To win a Japanese woman's heart, focus on being respectful, genuine, and attentive by showing interest in her culture and dreams, treating others well, and making her feel special with genuine compliments and attention. Be confident, dress well, and show sincerity, but avoid being arrogant. It's also beneficial to understand some communication nuances, like offering choices in questions and appreciating cultural traditions, like a formal confession of feelings. Winning the heart of a Japanese woman is largely about demonstrating sincerity, respect, and a genuine interest in her as an individual and her culture. It is important to note that every individual is different, so these are general cultural guidelines, not absolute rules. Key cultural considerations: politeness and respect. Omotenashi. Politeness is a cornerstone of Japanese culture. This extends to how you treat her, service staff, and others around you. Showing good manners and being considerate will leave a strong positive impression. Understanding, reading the air, kuki wa yomu. Japanese communication often involves subtle cues and an expectation to read the atmosphere, rather than express feelings directly. Pay close attention to her body language and hints, as she may not always say no outright if she's uncomfortable. Instead, she might simply become busy or distant. Patience and slow progression. Relationships in Japan typically progress more slowly than in many Western cultures. Rushing physical intimacy, such as hugging or kissing on a first date, is generally frowned upon and can be seen as disrespectful. Confession, kakao. Relationships often have a clear starting point marked by a formal confession, where one person expresses their feelings and asks to be an official couple. This eliminates the ambiguity of a casual dating phase common in other countries. Privacy and public affection. Japanese people value their privacy, and public displays of affection, PDA, beyond possibly holding hands are generally uncommon and can cause embarrassment. Family orientation. Meeting a partner's parents is a significant step and usually implies that marriage is being seriously considered. Be on your best behavior and show respect when this stage is reached. Actions to win her heart: show genuine interest in her culture. Learn about Japanese customs, history, and food. Trying to speak basic Japanese, even if you're not fluent, shows you are serious about connecting with her world. Being open-minded and embracing cultural differences is vital to be a good planner. Men are often expected to take the lead in planning dates and making decisions, especially in the early stages. Plan interesting, thoughtful dates. Aquariums or museums are popular choices, and be mindful of practical considerations, such as a date that involve a lot of walking if she's wearing heels. Be reliable and thoughtful. Punctuality is important in Japan, so always be on time for dates. Small, thoughtful gestures, like giving flowers, can be very effective as they are less common among Japanese men. Prioritize open communication. While indirect communication is common, be clear about your intentions and show a willingness to communicate openly as the relationship develops. Avoid sensitive topics like past relationships or personal finances on early dates. Present yourself well. Personal appearance and hygiene are important in Japanese dating culture. Dress in clean, well-fitted clothing that is appropriate for the date venue. Focus on her. Make her feel appreciated. Japanese women often notice when a man pays attention to the effort they put into their appearance, outfit, hair, etc. Avoid talking about other women, as this can be a major turnoff. If you're getting first dating with Japanese women, here are tips for you. Pay attention to her shoes. Japanese women care a lot about their clothes. If it's a date, they try to look beautiful as much as possible. Not only clothes, but also shoes. There are a lot of women who wear heels. Try to plan a date that doesn't need walking. Let them know in advance if you want to have a walking date, such as hiking or a long walk. If she has sore feet, she'll be grumpy and the date won't be in a good mood. Don't split the bill on the first date. Japanese people tend to let men buy them a drink when they go on a date. Especially if it's a first date and you're splitting the bill, Japanese girls might think that he might not be interested in me. If you want to see her again, it's better that you pay for it. Don't tell her you are also dating other girls. There is no culture of a dating system in Japan. If she knows that you are dating more than one person at the same duration, it is inevitable that you will be identified as a playboy by Japanese girls. It's fine to enjoy dating with girls, but it's best to keep it to yourself. That I was on a date with a foreign guy, and he was showing me pictures of his trip. At that time, I saw the popping up on a screen that he received texts from various Japanese women. I didn't feel good about it. It is better to turn off notifications on social networking sites when you're on a date. Don't say, "I'm not looking for a serious relationship." She will think she is just being played with, because Japanese girls have a different view of the word serious. Why is she just smiling? I often hear people say that Japanese women are just smiling and people can't understand what they're thinking. That's because Japanese girls don't want to be disliked by you. They don't understand your English, but sometimes they think that if they ask it over and over again, you might not like it. Try to talk to her slowly and ask her lots of questions so that you can have a good conversation with her. Try to read minds in Japan. There's a culture of reading the atmosphere or what others think. This is a skill to perceive how the other person is feeling without words. It may be difficult, but you should pay close attention to her expressions and actions and try to understand her feelings. If you don't understand, it's okay to ask, but it also depends on the girl whether she will answer honestly or not. Beware of hugs. There's no hugging culture in Japan. Japanese girls who have never lived in a foreign country have never experienced a hug. She will be surprised if you hug her suddenly, so it's better not to hug them on the first date. If you really want to do it to her, maybe it's better to ask her if you could do it for the first time. Japanese girls who have lived abroad seem to be okay with the gesture. No cheeky kisses. This is more than a hug. It makes her surprised in a not good way. It's best to avoid it in Japan. Giving flowers is very effective. Japanese men do not give her flowers on dates since they don't know about the gesture. Therefore, Japanese women rarely have the opportunity to receive flowers. Give her flowers on an ordinary day, and I am sure she will be overjoyed. Know that there is a culture of kakuhaku. In Japan. There is a culture of kakuhaku. This is usually when a man says, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And if he gets a yes, they become a couple. It may sound childish, but Japanese culture, so please try to understand it. If she's always busy, give her up. Japanese girls are not comfortable with saying no directly. Even if she doesn't want to see you anymore, she rarely says, "I don't want to have a date with you anymore." Instead, whenever you ask her out and she says, "Sorry, I'm busy," you should probably give her up.